Kingdom New Lands, a simple and beautiful game in which you destroy the portals and protect your kingdom. There isn't much story, that's why I decided to rewrite the whole story. Hello everyone, wake up here. Welcome to Great Election Day. Although people seems like they don't care, it is actually an important moment of decision for everyone. They design their future. Either they will choose the order that had existed for years, or this person who has just become a candidate. His name is Rick. He realized that people were bored with this old king, and he became a candidate. And now, it's time to his speech. He would say only one sentence. If you want to win an election, you must make your speech simple, so people can understand. That will definitely be enough to win. Make everyone happy. And in the end, Rick became king. So, how would he fulfill his promise? How would make everyone happy? With money. Did you ever heard about money can't buy happiness thing? But Rick says money can buy happiness if you know how to spend it, and Rick believes he can do that. If you wanna create a rich kingdom, you need a few things: money, slaves, worker who can work hard, and an intelligence that can manage them. Rick knows he is a genius. He is only guy who can do that, and he is the guy who everyone believes him. Everyone would work for him, expense of his life, and money. You can easily find money if you know where to find it. I can milk you. But earning is only half of the job. After all, you had to keep your money safe. From whom? Well, you need to protect your money from bandits, thieves, politicians, and this thing. Green and ugly face people who are hungry for gold. Goblin wannabe. People often call them Greedling, but to avoid offending them, we will call them Outlanders. Outlanders are poor folk who live far from kingdom. They don't live in kingdom like Rick do. They are going to their own realm through their own portal and live there. They are green, poor, and ugly. They are very different creatures from kingdom people. If you give a piece of gold to kingdom people, they will produce a lot of gold for you. However, if you give them a gold coin, they will only spend that gold on themselves. Kingdom people became rich this way. On the other hand, these Outlanders are always poor no matter how much money we gave them. However, Rick will continue to distribute money to them regularly. He had to somehow satiate farm rail people with gold. If he don't, they will attack kingdom. Rick can also attack them, but remember, war is bad. If he declared war on Outlanders, it will affect the economy badly, and they will lose money. So Rick must keep bribing. Time passed. Everything was according to plan. Being a leader is good, but Rick started to feel lonely. Being a leader is difficult. Being a lone leader is much more difficult. He had to be strong for happiness of his people. He really wants someone who can always be there for him, but he is alone. He with himself. Until he found a dog. If a man feels lonely, only thing that can help him is a dog. This is fact. Rick loved this dog. Because while everyone else preferred to be behind or near the wall, this new friend followed him in every situation. He is always with him. This dog has now become his best friend, and they lived happily ever after. Or is it? Everything was perfect. Everyone believes he's king and do whatever he wants. Unfortunately, something happened. Rick's dog stolen. Even given his all gold to Outlander, it doesn't want to drop it. His only friend will always follow him. But now, he's gone. Rick had to do something. He went to Big Outlander, and Rick said, "Return my dog, please. It's best for your peace." But Outlanders attacked back. And the story of how he destroyed entire race with only pencil. Alright, that was a joke. Anyways, there were prolonged wars, many people gone, many Outlanders gone, and in the end, Rick won. He drove Outlanders back to where they came from and destroyed their portals. Some people hated Rick for what he did. They believe these actions will have bad consequences, and those who said this abandoned the kingdom. Still, Rick didn't regret his actions, because what he did brought peace to his kingdom for years. At least, until we see the portals open again. Wow, that's kinda impressive. Don't spend it in one place.
Oh no!
Outlanders came back. They somehow built their portal again, came back with more power. And that beginning of counterattack. With a mighty throw, a rock silenced the king forever. All kingdom fell apart, and they lost everything. People were condemned to misery. Well, that end of the story. Moral of the story. War is bad if you can't destroy them all. Have a nice day.
Did you know story about a guy lost his car and after that take down all blacklists? In the end, he take back his car.
Suspect lost. I need a quadrant set up. Get everyone out here looking for him.
It's kinda good story, but it's old. I think it's time to delete and write whole story.